You're now listening to the Chewing Grounds podcast.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 39. We are almost done with the year of episodes. It's crazy. It's almost at 50. How many weeks is in a year? Like 52, 56? I don't even know my math anymore.
Around there.
Yeah. We have a very special guest today. We have the behind the scenes co-owner / producer and editor of Tactical Manager TV, Dustin Perez. Hey, man. Hey, man. So a lot of the people who are going to be listening to this, whether they're my fans or Tactical Manager TV fans, they don't know you. And that was one of the things that, like, I was really excited to bring you in. And we talked on the phone before all this, just like 2 days ago. And I wanted to, I wanted everybody to get to know who is the behind the scenes, the director behind it all. So what's your involvement in the channel specifically, like title wise?
Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Dustin Perez, obviously. And so right now, I don't even know what's the title, but tactical manager, or Filippo likes to call me producer.
Yeah, I think you are.
I pretty much do a little bit of everything. I edit videos, I create thumbnails. I also manage our social media platforms.
Wow, so you do the social media too?
Yeah. Except for Twitter.
Okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like I wouldn't be able to trigger people because I'm too nice. Filippo, Filippo's funny. He knows how to troll.
Yeah.
I'm more of a nice guy. I'm more of a nice corporate type of guy. But yeah, I do pretty much everything behind the scenes, and also I do sometimes I am involved in the script creating process.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And I was gonna let you know. I know we talked on the phone about how you have an idea of slowly getting more involved with your face actually being maybe in the channel or maybe out there more. I want to say something in the most straight way I can. You're a good looking dude, man. You can do this. You have it. You have the looks for it.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, personally, the whole purpose of the channel is actually so if you want to know how Tactical Manager started, was honestly through the pandemic.
Yep.
Filippo couldn't operate his business. I was studying in Europe, and then I moved back to the US. I was looking for a remote job, whereas Filippo, he wanted to also work remotely because his girlfriend travels a lot.
Right,
so he wanted to be near her. The whole purpose of the channel was actually to create South American content, South American soccer.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that was actually how we got involved, because I met Filippo at Buffalo, and we both would watch soccer together in college buddies, the only people in Buffalo that like soccer,
Probably the only non-white people in Buffalo.
Pretty much. I would say the only Latinos. But it was really nice. It was really nice. We didn't really talk. I think it's ever since he moved to Orlando and I moved back to New York City, we didn't really talk. And then one day during the pandemic, we kind of got into politics. We started arguing, but then in the midst of our argument, we realized we actually have a lot of things in common. And then we started talking about soccer, and that's how Tactical Manager started. And I was supposed to be also part of the channel. I was supposed to be another host. Yeah, face wise. But then Filippo, actually we started by just creating videos, and Filippo would be doing the talking, I would be doing the editing, and then eventually I was supposed to start. But then we were at one point we're doing USMNT content, because that's what triggered the algorithm.
Yep.
And Filippo was like, dude, we need to add more volume to this because a lot of people are asking for it, and I couldn't do both. And then the moment when I was like, all right, I'm ready, I felt a little bit intimidated, because we started having 800 views to 5,000 views.
Yeah.
Within 1 month. And then I realized that, whoa, this is a little bit intimidating. So then I never ended up showing up. And but besides that, also the views were growing, and the content had to be delivered Like we
Yeah.
had to deliver like 3 to 5 videos a week. So yeah.
So what's your plan? Do you like, what's your guys' plan in terms of integrating you? Are we doing it? And if we are, how are we gonna do it?
Well, so at the moment, I think the most wise thing to do is just to integrate me slowly into
I agree.
certain series, because it's really tough to be an editor and also to like be a host.
Yeah.
I'm also in Europe at the moment. I'm in Germany. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
So just yeah, at the moment, I'm just literally like just you know the editor, and I'm trying my best to see how I could integrate myself. But the thing is that I'm not really like so eager, because I also like I wouldn't like to have the pressure of being the face of the channel, but I do want, especially like maybe during the World Cup, I'm planning to travel back to the US, so that me and Filippo could like create content together.
Yeah.
And I would actually like to show up as well and try to help him, because there will be moments during live streams that he's gonna be like really like gassed out, and he might need someone else to talk. So
that's smart.
I wanna be like a co-host, but I don't want to be the main guy, because I still think the Filippo's doing a really awesome job being the face of the channel.
So wait, so if you came to America, I think you guys can make some great duo content, especially. And you got to hit me up, because I would love to come down to Orlando to see you guys whenever that's thing.
Yeah, for sure. We don't even know where we're gonna be based.
Yeah, that's true.
Because at the moment, Filippo is in Orlando. I'm in Berlin. Like if I go to New York City, I would be with my family, but I don't want to be with my family.
I get that.
Also, yeah, and the thing is that also like we don't even know how successful the channel will be. Hopefully, it would be we could be at a point where we could rent our like a studio, and then we could work together and like kind of like coexist, co-live together. That would be awesome.
Did you guys, when you guys first made this channel, you and Filippo, did you guys imagine the success that it would have, or did you guys did you initially see it even higher, or like where were you guys envisioning it, or you guys were just going with the flow?
So Filippo reached out. Well, we were talking, as I told you, we were talking about like the state of the world. We were having these conversations, and then he was like, hey, Dustin, like I know that you like traveling a lot and you want to work remotely, whereas for me, I need to travel, and because of my current relationship, my girlfriend is traveling and she's always working in different states. Why don't we create a YouTube channel? But he already started creating like the social media platforms, like I don't know if he told you, but he was thinking of creating like a geek Pokemon channel.
Yeah, he told me a little bit of that. Yeah.
But I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, dude, you're ready in the soccer industry, just create soccer content. And I told him, like, I really don't have anything to do at the moment. I'm looking for, because I moved to Germany to study UX design. So I told him, dude, like I would like, that's actually kind of like what I want to do. But eventually I would love to have like to own my own company. I think, and I would love to work within the soccer industry, because I applied for startups within like soccer media in Germany. So that's really what I wanted to do. So I told him, dude, let's just create soccer content, because that's actually that's the like where I want to see myself. Whereas for you, you want to be able to work remotely, and you already are working as a coach, and you have your own soccer academy. So you really have a lot of knowledge. So then we just decided to do soccer content.
Did you imagine when you guys started that it would be this big? Because you guys are at what, 18 to 20,000 now?
We're almost 20K.
That's insane.
Honestly, so sorry, I didn't answer.
No, you're good. You're good.
So me personally, like me and Filippo, we have the same mindset. Like when we start something, and like we want to give it all. So
okay, so you guys did see that.
We knew that if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna create something big. Like that's our mentality. But I was having fun. The thing is that me and Filippo were having fun. We were like bored. We didn't like, Filippo was like just like wasn't doing much at home. Whereas for me, like I was applying for jobs. I had actually a freelance gig, but it was really boring, and I hated working with this guy.
Right.
But then I felt like, oh, I need to do something else. I can't just be working with this like small startup in Berlin, and they don't even know what they're doing, and I'm like sometimes stressed out. Like I need to like escape from this.
Right.
So I was doing it for fun, whereas Filippo, he well, soccer for him is
life.
fun.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fun and
life.
it's life for
It's
him.
life.
Yeah.
It's life. That
Literally.
said it, but like it's life for him. So for him, it wasn't even fun. It's part of his life. But Filippo, he even told me, like, when we reached 3K, he was like, dude, at one point I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna be doing this part-time, and he's like, no, Dustin, like, we're gonna do this full-time. Believe me, like I really want this to work. And then he kind of pushed me, because I was like, because within the pandemic, I was moving New York to Berlin at the time. I was dating someone, so I would always
go back and forth
back to Germany to visit her. We're not together anymore, but that's another story. But yeah, but yeah, like I was kind of like looking in between jobs, trying to see, like, should I apply for this job? Should I just stay on YouTube? Because at the time we got monetized, and Filippo was like, dude, as soon as we got monetized, like I know that this is what, like, I'm gonna grow this channel. We're gonna be the biggest US soccer channel.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then he told me, dude, within a month, like, he literally told me, like, every month we're gonna set some milestones, and then within 6 months, if we don't set these milestones, then don't even bother continuing this project with me.
Wow.
And no, like, he didn't say it
no,
that
I
way.
get it. I get it. No, he's kind of like CEO thinking, like he's planning it out methodically.
He's like, dude, like, look, if we don't meet these milestones, if I don't, then I can encourage you. Like, I'm gonna do these milestones for you, so then we could do this together. Whereas for me, it was like, no, like, I totally want to do this, but the thing is that, like, I'm like traveling abroad, and like I need an extra income. So I was like, I'm still gonna do it, but I would like to maybe have a part-time job. And he was like, he wanted me to do this, but he was like, dude, like, think a little bit more long-term, just be a little bit more patient. And within 3 months, the channel grew, and I was already making, our, like, the revenue that we were making was already
substantial.
Was already like I could pay my bills, so that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Because here in Germany is in Berlin is a lot of more affordable to live as a content creator. What I like about Berlin is that a lot of creatives move out here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So yeah, but I mean, to me, of course, living in today's world, we do have to look at numbers, but like, for me and Filippo, this is like a dream come true. This is a passion. But of course, you do have to consider numbers when you're like looking in between jobs and trying to like figure out your life. But I just, I sucked it up, and I just, we went all in, and now we're slowly.
You guys are blowing up.
yeah, but I still feel like we still have a lot to grow, and of course, and we're doing it, and yeah, it's going well for us.
So after meeting Filippo and meeting you through here, it almost seems like you guys are yin and yang, in a sense that you seem like you're the creative, you're the behind, again, you're the behind the scenes and everything. Filippo's more of the methodical, putting out the, we're gonna do this, and then you're doing all the creative stuff. That's awesome. I think you guys that dynamic is gonna make you guys blow up so much, and your guys' work ethic is amazing. It's probably the foreignness in all of us, but I like that, because you guys are really on top of it. Like, you guys never really miss a deadline. You guys are always posting. I remember I found you guys. This was early. It was after the pandemic ended, like right after. And it was, you guys must have been like 6,000, 7,000 followers, because you were above me, but not substantially. My main channel was at like 4,000. So you guys were probably around there. I saw a video on Venezia, or Gianluca Busio, who I know through his brother. And I fell through that. And then, I met Filippo, and then I met you, and I'm just like, dang, you guys really, I think you guys have what it takes to really make a lot out of it. And now my question is, with the YouTube income right now, is a majority of your bulk income for both you and Filippo from ad revenue, or is it from sponsorships?
I think it's like in between. I
Okay, so
would
it's a little bit of
say
both.
ad revenue and sponsorships.
Because you,
I must say though, like, and this is something that Filippo actually trained me to think. He was like, dude, if you're looking at numbers, like if you're looking at like the same figures every month, then you're thinking as an employee. You're not an employee. You're a business owner.
yeah,
So there's gonna be months that you're gonna see like really
low, yeah,
below what you're expecting numbers,
right.
and there's also gonna be other months where they're gonna be amazing. So he just said like, as long as you realize that yeah, like you continue to work hard and just make the best out of it, eventually you're gonna see what I'm telling you. And also like just live below your means. And yeah, I am like a minimalist. I don't really
Yeah,
own much.
that's dope.
And yeah,
I am
so
too.
so yeah, like me and Filippo, we just worked really hard. But yes, answering your question, I would say we rely a little bit more on ad revenue, but the ad revenue really comes in on like the special like events such as World Cup qualifiers, tournaments, or whenever the USMNT plays. This is when we earn a decent amount of ad revenue, and this is the same time. This is when sponsorships come in. Like they want to sponsor us during these times.
Yeah, you
so
guys.
Then there's other times that like are very slow. But what we do is that we prepare during the time. We don't really put out content. We do, but not as much. But we plan ahead for these months, and then that's how we're able to well, at least for me, I'm able to live off YouTube, whereas Filippo, he does have he operates his company as well, so he has two things at the same time, whereas for me, I am a freelancer too, so I do have some clients from time to time, but honestly, it's mostly YouTube for me.
What freelancing stuff? What freelancing stuff, like editing or?
Yeah, like some video editing, and also some like UX UI design surveys. Like sometimes I have there's someone that owns a startup in Berlin, and he usually wants me to run some surveys just to collect some data for like his users. So I do this from time to time. It's not so much, but yeah, that's what I do. And also YouTube.
That's awesome, man.
But as I said, yeah, like I am very simple guy, and also I'm very fortunate that in Berlin, it's the living situation is not as expensive as in New York.
How much is a month there?
How much?
Yeah, how much is like a month if you stay in Berlin? Like rent.
Like month in what, like rent or
yeah, like rent.
Like 450 euros.
What?
So that's like 500. Yeah,
that's really low. New York, you're looking at 1,000, like to even get like a tiny box.
Yeah, I mean, it's also right now with the whole energy crisis, it might go a little up, but yeah, I mean, essentially it's around that range. And yeah, I'm also very lucky that I live, so it's an apartment with the landlord. And like I'm friends with the landlord, so like yeah, it's not like I'm living in this apartment that is owned by like a company.
Yeah,
and they're trying to exploit me. Is a friend. And
okay, that's dope, man.
Really nice.
So let's talk. Let's talk a little bit of soccer. Before I go deep into it, where are you from initially? Like, where's your heritage from?
Yeah, so it's funny because you mentioned about like us, like immigrants. I'm like, we're the backbone, and that's where we work hard. So yes, as well, I think you're from Vietnam, right?
I am from Vietnam. I was born there.
So yeah, so my family's from Ecuador.
Oh,
so
wow.
From Ecuador, yeah. I was born in New York City, in Brooklyn, and then I moved to Ecuador when I was 3, and I lived there for like approximately 6 years, and then I moved back to the U.S. Kind of like I would say almost the same kind of story with Filippo. Filippo was born I believe he was born in Sao Paulo or in Rio. I think Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
And then he moved to California. He lived there for like 3 years, and then he moved back to to Brazil, and he lived for some time, and then he moved back to Buffalo or something like that. I don't know, but he moved quite a lot. And the same with me. Like growing up, I didn't really know, I had like these identity issues. Like, what? Like, am I American? Am I Ecuadorian?
Dude, that's the same thing I went with. Yeah, no, seriously. Cause like, we grow up in America, but all our culture is from another country. Yeah. So and I wanted to actually write a book about this called The Eyes of the First American, where we're first gens. We really are. And we're our own, like kind of our own, It's like we're not really either. But I wanted to ask you, since you're from Ecuador, first of all, congratulations, you guys are in the World Cup, I believe, right?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, we qualified. My whole family is stoked about it. Yeah.
Who are you rooting for?
Rooting for US or Ecuador? Both,
I mean, man. US, Ecuador, you live in Germany, you have so many ties to all the countries.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, always, like growing up, it was always the US and Ecuador for me. I think for Filippo, I think it's always been Brazil and the US, but mostly Brazil, because Brazil has actually a shot of winning the World Cup,
And but their culture is more soccer heavy. I want to ask you. Wait, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, yeah, exactly. So like the culture itself, it's like heavy. It's like it's a religion in Brazil. But right now, and also not only like US soccer, but like our YouTube community has really like showed us that there is a soccer culture in the US. So this is actually even like pushing me even to become a bigger USMNT fan than an Ecuadorian fan.
I'm US fan.
I've always been an Ecuadorian fan, but now I'm like, I feel so motivated to support the US, because I see that everyone is like so vocal about the issues and how we could improve soccer in the nation. So yeah,
it's fun rooting for US. I think it's fun for me because, well, one, we're in the golden era where we have like the best players we'll ever have in a while right now. So it's like perfect time to watch. And then, knowing someone on the team is pretty cool. But also, I was going to ask you, I think it was with Ecuador, if I'm not mistaken. This recent thing just happened. Did you see what happened with Messi and that fan that ran on the field?
Oh, yes.
Did that happen with Ecuador?
Crazy. And the guy blew up.
Yeah, but like, did you see Messi's face? He was so pissed. Like, bro, like, dude, like he had his like hand.
If I was, because I was gonna say, if I was Messi, I would also be pissed, because I'm like trying to like get back to I don't know, I'm the game is over, and then someone like literally comes at you and like I think
grabs
the guy hit him or grab him or something. So yeah, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like Messi should know that, dude, like every kid is looking up to you. Like
it's just dangerous, man.
Yeah, it's everybody wants to meet you, man.
If you're on that level of like Messi, Ronaldo, like international, I might not even say LeBron James. It might have to be like Messi, Ronaldo, I guess maybe Mayweather. Like, where if you go to any country, people like all look up to you. I can't even imagine living that life. Like, it's so much like shit you got to go through. But like, obviously you have a fuck ton of money, so it's like awesome.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine.
But sometimes and this is one of the reasons why I like to be behind the scenes.
Okay.
I'm not saying that Filippo will eventually be. I mean, it would be awesome if Filippo ever becomes like, or you, because you guys are both YouTubers.
right.
You guys are face of the channel.
All three of us are going to be famous. What do you mean?
I think it's beautiful. I think it's awesome that people recognize your work. But then there's this balance. Then it does come with some baggage.
Yes, of course.
You can't eat, you can't go to, not saying that you would go to McDonald's, but if let's say you want to go to McDonald's, like everyone's going to be there, like on their phones trying to take pictures of you, So that, I guess that's also a little bit stressful, but I feel like fame is good for certain people too.
Yes.
There's some people that, for example, Cristiano Ronaldo, he does it perfectly. He is he's an extrovert and he really likes to be in front of the camera. Whereas Messi, I feel like Messi gets drained out when he's in front of the camera. So that's what I feel like. Whereas for me, I feel like I do like to be in front of the camera, but there's moments that I'm like, oh, I don't have the energy. And I don't know how the hell Filippo does 3-hour streams, 4-hour streams. It's ridiculous. But
Again,
I'm happy
it's his
for him
life, man. It's life. So in terms of
but it's life for him.
yeah,
It's life for
literally.
him. Yeah.
In terms of soccer, what's your knowledge level like if you were to rate it from 1 to 10? So obviously, if I ask Filippo this, he's gonna say like 9 or 10. I know him. What would you say?
No, I think okay. So from a scale 1 to 10, I think I would say like an 8 or a 7.8.
Oh, so like really up there.
Yeah, I mean, so from a fan base, like
Yeah.
a fan knowledge, I would say 8.5. But like if you're talking about tactics, about like analysis,
Yeah.
7. Because
That's still really good.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan, and I've never worked in and to be honest, I don't even want to be an analyst, but I like to be a fan.
Wow.
Because to me, it's more about emotions. Like if I was to bet, like I wouldn't bet on I mean, even though like money talks, like numbers help you, numbers do help you predict a certain score. But if I was to like I don't know, bet on a match, I would bet with my emotions. I'll say I'm gonna go. I don't know. Let's say USA, for example, USA England. I'm gonna bet on the US.
USA, baby.
I don't care, and I don't care if the whole world tells me that. Oh, but dude, like England has world-class players. Like I don't care. Like I cannot.
But they also choke. They choke, dude.
Yeah, they choke. That's another one. They choke. But I'm not gonna bet for England. I'm sorry.
So I'm like that too. Well, sometimes I just won't bet at all. Like if my team could lose, I might not bet. But I'm not gonna bet on the other team. I will never bet on the other team. I just can't watch the game rooting for someone. Now my question is, how far do you think the USMNT will make it this World Cup? Yeah.
That's
tough. Realistic.
I would love them to go to quarterfinals, but man, I don't like the coach.
Greg. The whole tactical manager team doesn't. Team bounce pass. Team bounce pass.
It's not because I'm part of tactical manager. But it's dude, the guy is, I don't know, man. Like
I don't like him either.
Look, like me, I grew up watching soccer, and I'm not saying that every manager should wear a suit, but I feel like these are certain things that managers do. Like the moment I saw Greg take a selfie mid-game with a fan, it's like unprofessional. Like I can't take him serious,
You got you and Filippo, you guys have a lot. Like if I give me a list of everything you hate about him, you guys are gonna have like a long. I don't like him. I don't hate him. It's like we can find better. He's just, I think he's a people pleaser. So in that sense, he's good with young players. So in terms of like chemistry wise, I don't have a problem with him. I'm sure like the players that play for him are fine with him. Like I don't think that problem. Now the problem comes when it's on the field and tactically. Like he'll make some calls where I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like what was that game? It was away. Was it Jamaica or something where we it was in the qualifiers. I think it was Jamaica, bro, and we lost like 1-0 or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And the tactical on that was just terrible. And we had McKennie, we had the whole squad for that time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's exactly like, okay, so there's the side where like he does things that normally a soccer manager wouldn't do.
Yeah,
so that's one thing that really bothers me, but it's totally fine because as you said, I think the average age of the USMNT is 23. So like sometimes I feel like managers should kind of like appeal to their players a little bit, and like he wears these Jordans and everything.
Yeah, he like trying to fit in.
I actually find it cool. I think it's kind of cool, but at the same time it's a little cringe. But I don't care. But what really, what really bothers me about him is just the tactical side of it. I mean, dude.
And by the way, I meant the Canada game. I just realized it. It was the Canada game.
Yeah, the Canada game, exactly. Like we. Do that and also like he took out some players that like were actually playing decent, and then he brought in the MLS rejects, we call them. That I mean, I'm not a MLS hater, but there is some players from a certain age that they've been given so much opportunities, and they can't show up on the pitch. So like, I don't know, but I feel like if we had another manager that was very knowledgeble about the game, and is able to get the best out of these young players, I think we would see a way better cohesive gameplay.
I'm saying we should get Filippo to coach. I was joking about it.
That would be awesome, but the moment he gets fired, his whole career is over.
You're right.
And I'm telling you, he will not be able to enter Mexico. He's gonna be banned from that country.
He's gonna get in fights and shit. I had a question with the team. Who's your favorite players to watch in the U.S. team, and which ones do you think are should be questionable to even be in the roster for the upcoming World Cup?
Okay, so my favorite. So obviously, I would say my favorite. It's Gio Reyna.
I love Gio Reyna, dude. He's so funny to watch.
He could become world class. I think
so too.
I'm not hyping him up.
Yeah, no, I think so too.
What I like about him is that he's also pretty. He's pretty chill. He's not so flamboyant. He doesn't like to show up. He's just very calm.
Yep.
So that's really nice. And then I like McKinney. He has a character.
Yep.
He's funny, but on top of that, he's also he's really good at set pieces, and I do think that he's a player that is able to bring everyone together. So it's really nice. And then you have Pulisic, that on big games he shows up. There's the LeBron of soccer. And there's moments that he you can't find him on the pitch. But there's moments that he shows up, and that's really awesome.
Yeah, if he can get his consistency down.
And dude, I'm a big Busio fan. I rate him really high. I like Busio. I like Caden Clark.
Oh, I love Caden Clark. I love his game.
And I like the goalkeeper, slow. I'm really bad with names.
Is it the third one in line?
Slonina. Yeah. So it's like a 17-year-old.
Okay.
I think he's like a.
Does he play in the MLS?
Chicago Fire.
Yeah.
He's really good.
He's really good. I saw his game.
What's up?
I saw his recent game.
Yes. Yeah. So I would say these are my favorite.
What about your least favorite, but who should probably not make it in this roster that Greg is putting in, or will probably put in? I mean.
Okay, so I'm not a big fan of Areola. I do I do give him respect because he scored. I think he scored in our one of our matches in the World Cup qualifiers.
But that was the easy one.
Yeah, against Panama.
It was Panama. It was 3-0.
So yeah, 4-0. I mean, obviously it's a Panama. It's against Panama, so of course I would expect him to score.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like maybe we could bring another guy. Maybe we should bring Josh Sargent. He plays.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we should leave him there. There's also I like George Bello. George Bello is pretty. Okay. He also got a recent transfer to Germany, but I do think that there's another player. His name is Joe Scally.
Oh, I love Joe Scally, dude. I don't get why he doesn't get more of an opportunity. It's he doesn't even get to see the pitch, really.
Yeah, it's I don't understand, but yeah, he's also a player that he's doing really well in the Bundesliga. I watch the Bundesliga. I live in Germany, so I watch him, and I do watch George Bello, and I love him. But I think there's better players than him.
Yeah.
And I would say another player that I would want to see. Okay, Roldan. I'm not a big fan of him, but I would like to see maybe. I'm not good at. I might have an issue pronouncing this last name, but
I'm terrible with names.
The guy. No. He's a midfielder for Montreal. It's Mihailovic. Mihailovic. I think that's pronounces his last name. He's super good.
I don't know him well.
I rate him high. He's a midfielder. He's also really good at creating chances.
See, we're stacked in the midfield. We're in midfield. We have a lot of depth. The problem is when it comes to center forward. I'm just bro. Who do we put in? Do we put in Pepe or do we put in Jesus Ferreira? Who do you
I don't
put?
even know. Honestly, like
It's like flipping a
I don't
coin.
even have an issue with Ferreira. I think Ferreira is pretty
Yeah, I think so too.
decent. He's decent, but I don't think he's a striker. Like I do like him.
Yeah.
I do think that he contributes to the midfield.
Mhm.
But that's the thing, you know, we need a striker, not another
Yes,
midfielder.
we don't have well, I thought Pepe was going to be the one with, of course, that amazing game, and then
young though.
just
I still
Yeah.
want him to. I still think that he should be our starter or Josh Sargent, but we just gotta be honest and
Yeah.
realize that we don't have a number 9, a true 9.
Yeah.
Pepe is still young, so I do think that we should give him some chance because he has potential.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to maybe see DK. I know a lot of people don't like him. I think Philippe was also like he criticizes DK a lot because he's not a technical player, and Filippo likes players that are technical. But I do think that DK is a strong guy that could like win duels in the air, and he could also like he could be scary to a defender because he's big. He's a big guy.
Motherfucker. Yeah.
So maybe having his presence or at least coming in as a super sub would be awesome.
Yeah. And circling back to Gianluca, okay. He's obviously my favorite player to watch. I'm always rooting for him to get on the field because, you know, Greensboro ties. The thing I have with Gianluca right now, and this isn't even me being like anything besides just like critical. I think his style of play and also the stuff going on with Venezia makes it hard for him to fit in Berhalter system. So whenever I see him playing, the touches that he gets, they're usually fine. They're great. He's very technical. He plays in Italy where all the skill is just based on like passing and like really but in Berhalter's style of play, where he's like verticality and I don't know, I just see him. I don't know where he fits with and who he fits with in the roster yet.
Yeah, I just think we need to get rid of Greg Berhalter.
That's the problem.
So you see, this is a specific area where if you were to have another coach, we would see a player like Busio shine.
Yes,
like,
all the technical players
would be utilized as a weapon. You know
exactly.
But yeah, like we currently we're not we don't have a coach that understands ball possession, doesn't know how we could utilize certain players that have these good qualities. I also think Gianluca Busio is pretty good at free kicks. I feel like
he's amazing at free kicks.
Yeah, we could definitely use him quite more. But yeah, I mean we don't really have like a good tactics. So
I'm curious on what's gonna happen with obviously the World Cup, but even with Gianluca in Venezia, with them facing relegation, I don't know how much that's gonna impact his psychology and like because he's young and getting relegated, that could impact. I don't know, you know.
I'll have to ask his brother. That really, not only psychologically but also within the club, there's less revenue, so that means that some people would have to lose their jobs. But I do think the Venezia is backed by a really wealthy American, so
Wall Street guy.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he might just
continue
to pump money into the team.
We need some young talent. We took a kid from I don't remember his name, but from Bayern Munich, who was in their like youth. He's played for their pro team, but besides that, every other talent that's been coming in is like late 30s, mid 30s. Nani's great, but he's old, and like we need some youth there. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm actually, because of the whole American connection with Venezia, I'm not a fan, but I've been slowly following them. The jersey is amazing. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful jersey.
So I'm definitely going to be looking out for next season, even if they're playing like Serie B, like I think that would be the second division.
We fuck them up, bro.
I'm going to look into it because I do think that this might actually help Gianluca Busio.
Yeah, Filippo said the same thing.
He's gonna have less like pressure because he's not facing elite clubs. He's gonna be trying to get back to the first division.
Yeah, it'll probably improve his form.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
think Testament also might benefit from it. Like they might have to
Tasman
sell
will.
some players, and they might have to rely on their young players.
Yeah.
Or maybe if there is a team that might be interested in Busio, they might sell Busio at a decent price
Yeah.
and use that money to like maybe restore some other positions. And then
So
Testament would probably take the midfield
I
spot.
I watch I'm trying to go to like a game of Gianluca's every year. Like I went to one last year and I'm trying to go to one
Oh,
this
I mean,
year, right? And
let me know because I would like to go.
dude, yeah, we're going. Well, we're gonna wait for the end of the season. We're gonna see where
Yeah.
things lie, whether if anything happens with Gianluca or if anything happens with Venezia. But the plans is in September or October, like end of September, early October. Me and my best friend, we're going down to all across Europe, but Venezia is gonna be one of the spots, and we want to catch a home game because I haven't gotten to catch a home game, and apparently they're like out of this world. It's like the only stadium that has its own island. It's like,
Wow.
yeah, so you have to take a canal to the island, and it's just the stadium in this whole island. And I'm like,
Wow,
whoa,
that's amazing.
yeah, and
That's
it's
like
beautiful.
that's like a touristic activity to do.
Yeah, and
It's a whole different experience.
I heard, and I actually got to experience a little bit of this because I went to an away game in Reggio Emilia, which what was this team? Sassolio or whatever. I don't know how to
Oh
fucking
yeah,
pronounce. Yeah,
green and black.
yes,
I think.
they're like, okay, let me talk about the thing about international soccer, and you probably relate to this with being Ecuadorian, or in general being in Germany.
Yeah,
If you go to the top teams, it's beautiful. The fans are amazing. But if you go to a mid-tier team, like mid, where they actually have really good talent, play well,
Yeah.
but their fan base is garbage, dude. I went to this place and the town was like, where am I? It felt like I was in like the ghettos of Brazil. Like I was just like,
Oh my
what,
God.
dude? I was
In Italy.
scared. I was scared. Yes, Reggio Emilia. And then when we went to the stadium and it's like super old. Like I'm talking like barely. The Venezia fan side was bigger than the the Sassuolo
Wow.
side. It was
That's
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, and I think well that's the thing. You also have to consider that there's like a huge money distribution. There's
Yes.
the rich teams that have attract
Oh
more
yeah.
fans, and then the
Juventus.
poor teams that are, maybe they spend most of the time in the relegation zone,
Yeah.
or in the second division. So the teams don't want to support these specific.
Right.
I mean, fans don't want to support these specific teams. So yeah, and I think it's quite unfortunate. But you see, for example, like I guess this also has to do a lot with the country. Like
Yes.
there's also like a financial situation crisis going on in Italy. But then if you go to England, if you watch the second division, even like
Beautiful.
Brentford, like all these teams are filthy, like rich.
Oh yeah.
And,
That's the heaven of soccer.
and also like you go to the stadium and you see like the fan base like huge. The
Oh
stadium
my
is
God.
packed.
I want to go, like, that's on the bucket list. I'm not going to do it this year, but I want to go to an EPL game so bad. Cause I heard like that's like next level.
Yeah. I think 6 years ago, I went to Liverpool versus Man United at Old Trafford. It was insane. I
You went
loved
to
it, man.
Old Trafford, bro.
Yeah,
That is a
Zlatan
dream.
Ibrahimovic scored he scored an equalizer. I was
Wait,
kind
wait,
of
wait.
pissed because
So this
it
is
was
when
a
Zlatan played for Man U?
Man United.
Yeah,
at
Man
the
U.
time.
Yeah. I remember this.
Yeah,
I remember this time.
we were losing actually, so I was actually pissed because like fuck, like how are we gonna lose
Right.
at home? And then Zlatan's I think he scored the equalizer. But
I would
it
love to
was
see
interesting,
Zlatan
yeah.
play live. He's such a fun player.
I've traveled. I've watched some games, and I never watched the Bundesliga game. So I'm actually considering this month to go see the Dortmund game.
And
or
you might
Leipzig.
vlog it a little. That would be fun,
Yeah,
man. You
yeah.
should.
Yeah, so actually this is the reason why I also thought it would be awesome to like show up at your channel, because then I don't know if some of the viewers are gonna be they're gonna come across this video, but now they get to know me a little bit better. They know how Tactical Manager works and how like now the situation, like obviously we have Filippo as a presenter and I am the editor, but then there's like a lot of things going behind the creative part.
Yeah.
But also, I also talk a little bit of our financials and
you
like
know
how how we're like really like now kind of like you know uh,
Stable.
The supporters are
Oh.
really helping us as well
Yeah.
to create this content, because creating 5 videos a week is tough.
Your guys' fan base is so loyal. I'm telling you, when you drop, even in this video, if you drop the in your guys' feed, just drop that you were on the podcast, I guarantee you at least 300 to 500 of just your fans is going to come watch this. Because Filippo dropped it, and I hadn't seen a surge in a video that fast in a while. Like, it's been a while since I had a video like that. And so none on the podcast. And it was the first time on the podcast that had that surge. And I was just like, wow, good shit, man.
Yeah. Honestly, but it's I think it has to do a lot with the fact that like Filippo is a good presenter. He also knows how to like carry and motivate people, because I do think that
that's why you're here.
This goes to anyone. Like, for example, I could give you compliments. Like, dude, you bring good energies. Like, you're really good at, you ask the right questions. And I feel like people see that. People like, when you're like, you want to escape from reality, or not even reality, when you're kind of tired from your day and you want to like entertain yourself, you want to watch someone that's gonna like give you energy instead of take energy from you. You know, so I do think it has to do a lot with Filippo's personality. Also USMNT, baby, man. It's
hey, you have a good personality too, man. Don't underrate yourself. All of you guys.
No. I mean, I know I do, but I'm just saying, it has to do with obviously like Filippo's personality, also the fan base, the USMNT fan base is growing. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of, if it wasn't for like players like Gianluca Busio, Pulisic, Gio Reyna, exactly. Like they are helping the U.S. soccer grow. And also I do think that it has to do a lot with the fact that we produce good quality videos. We take our time. Like sometimes I edit for 8 hours, and like, dude, I could be working at a corporate job 9 to 5, work for 8 hours and get paid good amount, have a decent,
but y'all are thinking salary, long term, bro. Thinking long term.
Exactly. But I honestly, like, I wouldn't be happy, and I'm so happy that I'm able to live off YouTube channel and just do something that I love. And then eventually, let's say we continue to grow, and then it would help me a ton, and then maybe I'll have more income to go to games, to maybe travel a little bit more, and create more vlogs. Maybe a vlog with you would be awesome.
Oh my God, that'd be so fun. So you guys already know it. You guys gotta check Tactical Manager TV. If you guys are my fans, if you guys like soccer, check them out. Check out Dustin's work. He does so much good work. I want to ask you before I let you go. Do you have to go, by the way?
I could stay a few more minutes.
I just like 5 or 10 minutes. I have one last bit that I want to ask you. But before I ask you that, what editing software do you use? This is just for me. I'm just curious.
So I use Premiere.
I use Premiere.
Awesome. Yeah,
it does a lot.
I mean, I use it also because my sister is the designer, so I use a lot of her company's resources.
Dude, I do the same thing. Well, my girlfriend is in college still. She's in her like junior year, and they get it for free. So I'm just like,
amazing.
Yeah, because it's expensive.
Yeah, dude, it's expensive, and as I said, man, we like
live minimally,
and I feel like you also share the same mentalities that we're doing.
Dude, this is from Alibaba. This was not real. It's like $20, bro.
I mean, yeah, dude, I'm about to do the same.
Dude, seriously, no, it looks good. We actually compared it. It was funny. I had the white one on, and when I went to Italy, Gianluca's brother Matteo, who's my friend, he's wearing the legit like real. He saw the real. He had the real jersey, and we were comparing. We're like, yo, it's pretty similar for $20, like, because they're expensive. I'm about to do
the same.
Dude,
no, it's a lovely jersey, man. I was actually thinking of getting the black one because I saw Filippo wear it, and I'm like, dude, that's
the black one and the red one are fire. Actually, the white. Honestly, all of them are fire. I'm thinking about it. I want to get the red one too. Sure. Okay. Last little questions. I want to go beyond soccer, beyond the channel a little bit. Let's talk about Berlin, Germany. your move there, your kind of your life. You're from New York City. What part of New York?
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Were you born there or were you born in Ecuador?
No, I was born in Brooklyn. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So you were born. Damn, I love oh, okay. That's cool. My girlfriend's from Westchester, so it's just north of the city. Yeah. So I want to ask you, so going to Berlin, Germany, one, how different is the soccer culture? And then also, I want to ask you what's going on right now. So first, we'll address what's the differences, major differences when it comes to soccer, the culture
within the U.S. comparing to
yes.
U.S. like Latin America and Europe.
Yeah, all three.
Yeah, so I think the Latin American and the European culture is quite similar. You know, like it's part of the culture already. So yeah.
Do they watch any other sports?
What's up?
Do they watch any other sports, or is it just predominantly soccer?
Yeah, no, I do think it's mainly soccer, but yeah, I mean, I think Germany does. The Germans do play basketball. When I'm at the park, I do see people playing tennis, basketball. There's other rugby too, but maybe there are some Irish folks. I don't know, but I mean there is a lot of I would say a lot of different sports that people like to be a part of here in Germany, Berlin specifically, because it's super diverse.
Okay.
So I would say it has to do a lot with the culture itself. Like soccer is part of the German culture. Soccer is part of the Ecuadorian culture. But in the U.S., it's not. Like if you go on public national television, you're not gonna see soccer, you know, and that's something that the U.S. has to do. They have to integrate it into the culture.
Yeah.
If you're watching a Hollywood movie, I've seen this quite a lot now. But if like instead of when the kid is turning on TV, instead of seeing the NFL, maybe play some MLS or maybe show them the national team. You know, these are just some ways to like shift the how Americans like would
view
see
soccer. Yeah.
You know?
Interesting.
So it's definitely that, and also the fan base. I do think that obviously we can create passion out of nowhere, and I think MLS, what they're doing, they're really trying to like integrate the fan base based on communities. Like for example, they go to LA, they try to like integrate the Mexican American community into the LAFC. They try to like add some elements from like the Mexican soccer culture.
Yeah, because they ride for it.
And I think they're doing a decent job.
So let's go outside soccer. Food. Well, who has better food?
Dude, the U.S. Well, actually,
what do you miss? What do you miss so much about the U.S.?
Dude, New York City.
Dude, New York City's amazing. I'm gonna be there next weekend.
Oh, dude, dude, you gotta go to Grimaldi's. That's like under the Brooklyn Bridge. It's pretty good.
Oh, dude, we're not gonna have time to be in Brooklyn.
I'll send you a list.
We're not gonna be in Brooklyn. That's the shitty thing. We're gonna be in Midtown Manhattan for majority of the time. If we make it out of Brooklyn,
dude, you could just take a train.
I know.
It's gonna take like 40 minutes.
I'll talk to my sister. I love Brooklyn. No, I love Brooklyn. I have there's a business I know there that called Sip and Play, which is an Asian owned business, and they do like board games and boba tea and stuff. And so I would love to stop by Brooklyn. But you guys have the best pizza. You guys have easily the best pizza of all the New York.
Yeah, but I mean Manhattan also like they do have amazing
everything's
pizza
good
as well.
Yeah.
There's dude, I can't remember some names, but I'll just shoot you a message with everything.
Yeah, please do. In Germany, what's the best foods for when I go?
Okay, so I live in Berlin, and people say that Berlin is not Germany. It's like, for example, New York City is not really the US.
You're right.
So like Berlin here, actually, your roots are from Vietnam, right?
Yes.
So actually, Berlin has one of the biggest Vietnamese communities in Europe.
What? I need to go, dude.
So Berlin is known for their Vietnamese food, their Turkish food.
Oh, I love Turkish food.
And Arabic food.
I love Turkish food. So damn, hell yeah.
So yeah, if you come to Berlin, you're not gonna eat German food because there's some other it's so international. But I must say the doner kebab is like
I love a doner kebab, dude. I had it in New York.
It's amazing.
It's so
It's really good.
delicious.
And it's funny because people think it's Turkish, but it's actually from Berlin. It's
Yeah,
actually
originally.
from
Yep.
Germany. But
Brought to Turkey.
the Turkish immigrants brought it. It's
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
it's
like
the
the
other
New
way.
York City pizza slice. Like
Yeah.
it's American, but brought by the
Italians.
Italian immigrants. So
Yeah, you're right. And have you had a chimney cake?
Oh, chimney cake?
I don't know what they're called in the actual Turkish thing, but
Oh yes, I think I've
it's
had.
like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
cone thingy, and it's
Yes,
so
yes, it's
good,
so
bro.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God, dude, that thing is. I would love to have that. What do you miss any fast food here?
Fast food. I do, dude. I must say, even though it's so funny because I wouldn't eat this, but I think I would probably buy a bucket of KFC once a year. But that's something that I do miss. I do miss the gravy and everything.
Yeah.
So
Have you ever had
you know,
In-N-Out? Oh, go ahead.
yes, I had In-N-Out back in LA when
Yeah,
I
I love
used to
that
date a
place.
girl in LA, and I would go
Okay,
there, and
just
then she
dating
would take me
everybody.
there.
I was just like,
Animal fries, dude. The animal fries.
so good. Oh wait, what were you just gonna say?
I was gonna say, do you know about Jollibee?
Oh, I do. I haven't tried it. I
Okay.
haven't tried it. I know what
You're
they
gonna
are.
be you're gonna be in Midtown. Go to Jollibee.
Is it that
It's
good though?
amazing.
Is it really?
Well, so they have like this like slushy. It's called Halo Halo. That's
Oh, I
one of
love
my
Halo
favorites.
Halo. Oh, they have that here? There?
They have it there. They
Oh,
opened up actually a chain in Midtown in Times
okay.
Square. So you
I'll try it.
must go there.
I mean, I know Jollibee. I know it's the Filipino food. I know what Halo Halo is, but I've never
Yeah.
actually eaten there. So I'm gonna have to try that. I'll add that to the vlog. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's really nice. Honestly, I actually went to the Philippines like
What?
4 years ago, and
Yeah,
I
you've been
had the
everywhere.
actual Halo Halo.
I'm fucking
Amazing, man.
jealous, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been everywhere in the States, and I've just recently started tapping into like Europe. Like I went on that one trip,
Yeah.
and I'm going this year. We'll be going to like Croatia and some of the other fun places. But
Amazing.
I want to ask you this for my trip. How is the Ukraine situation impacting everything?
I don't know much to be honest,
Uh-huh.
but all I know is that there's a lot of elections coming in within Europe,
Mhm.
and yeah, there's some countries that are leaning towards I would say political parties that favor Putin, and it's usually within
Really?
but don't quote me on this.
Yeah,
For
yeah, yeah.
example, Serbia has I think Serbia and Hungary are like they have some people that might be elected and they're like leaning towards Putin. So that's a
Mm.
little scary.
You know
But
why? Because I think I know why. I think I know why. Because of their
I don't know why,
oil
to be honest,
supply. It's probably because of their
yeah,
oil
but
supply.
just to let
Mhm.
you to give you my take on Croatia. I don't know about Croatia. I was there actually like 8 months ago, and
Okay.
nothing. Like I I hope everything is fine. I don't think there's also they're pretty like far away
Yeah.
from
All the
Russia, so I
places
think
we're
it should be
going
okay.
are Western Europe. It's like Croatia, Italy, we'll be in Greece. But like you're kind of closer because you're kind of like, you're leaning
Yeah.
into that east. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
dude,
damn.
I live honestly, dude, 10 minutes away from my neighborhood. There's like if you look on the ground, you're gonna see like there's like a little there's some bricks on the floor that it indicates the east and the west. And as soon as you cross, I'm in the west, but as soon as you cross the east, you're pretty much in Eastern Europe. So like
Wow.
and the east was,
Yeah.
like part of the Soviet
Yeah,
Union.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
interesting. Yeah. So I'm like, wow, like
If they take
this is
Ukraine,
how far, like literally 10 minutes away from my house. That's how far the Soviet Union
yeah.
reached. And yeah,
And
but
that
it's so
could
crazy. If you ever come to Berlin, and you should come, and I
I
could
will.
definitely host you.
I would love to.
Um, it's crazy that the Berlin has so much American influence because the Americans came and they liberated Germany. So, well, that's
Yeah.
what it says on the history books. So there's a lot of there's areas that you go and it's like so Americanized, and there's other
Oh.
areas that you enter and it feels like you're in Russia.
Oh,
So
that's
you
kind
can
of cool.
clearly, yeah.
I
Dude,
would
I don't know
love
if you could see it, but I actually have a sick view to
Oh yeah, show me.
like Oh, sorry.
You're
I
good.
could actually, I don't know if you could see it, but the TV tower is there.
Oh, I see. I vaguely see it. Yeah. Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
like, yeah. So I'm very close to the city center, and yeah, it's just insane.
Dude, like, okay, so I want to go to Berlin. I'm gonna wait until this whole situation gets resolved though, because that's kind of pushing. You guys are kind of close.
Yeah, but I think I don't know. I always try to be optimistic, and I think even though I do think that long term, I think not the next years, but this decade is gonna be tough.
Yeah.
I do try to be optimistic, and I'm hoping that everything is gonna be all right, and it doesn't escalate to something global.
Hey, if
It's gonna be we're gonna go through bumpy rides.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but I don't think it's gonna escalate like globally. Let's hope
get your get your ass back in the US. Not just
I mean, that's always an option. So
Yeah.
when if it gets to that point, then of course I
You're
will.
out.
But at
Yep.
the moment, yeah, I think everything is. I mean, I'm hoping that everything is going smoother. Hopefully, I'm hoping.
All right, man. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you. And if you guys are watching this, make sure you guys check out Tactical Manager TV. Yeah, Tactical Manager TV on YouTube. They're also Tactical Manager TV on Instagram. Do you guys have a website?
No, but we recently created a podcast, and it's called Tactical Yanks.
Tactical Yanks
from 11 Yanks. So that's pretty awesome. I think yeah, if you guys want to learn more about soccer, you have Filippo and Pete talking about soccer. And yeah, it's fun. Even I listen to that. I'm the editor, but I love listening to it. It's like the best job ever.
Literally. And also, guys, make sure that you guys show some appreciation from my boy Dustin. He does all the work behind the scenes. All right. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. See you, man.